Morning everyone, welcome back to the garden Novice. I've just been attending to me tomatoes, tying them all up. They seem to be romping away now. Sowing some more seed, succession sowing, and I'm going to give you a little tour of my plot, show you what I've been up to this last few days. Here we go. Right, in the polytunnel, my sweet bell peppers, they seem to be thriving. Now what I did with these, in a previous video I think I explained, I put 2 plants in a 10-litre pot, simply because I seen that on YouTube and I thought, learn from that, see if it works. And boy is it working, they're thriving. Got flowers on, I'm starting to feed them, just with Boost, seaweed feed, but they really are thriving away. Quite a few peppers, so I'm going to have an awful lot to chop and freeze. My tomatoes, sun golds, I don't think they're doing as well as last year, but I'm going to get it. There's a few trusts on them. I'll get some tomatoes off them. Cucumbers, and more tomatoes down here. I'm looking at tigerellas. I'm looking forward to these ones ripening. I've never tasted tigerellas, so these would be nice. And these ones here, Shirley, looks like they're starting to go a little bit tinged lighter green, so they might be going to turn on the yellowy red side soon. The melons doing quite well there, romping away. Trying to train them up that triangular pyramid I built. Couple more cucumbers. Now my succession sowing, here we go. What I've got going here, at the back there I've got some rocket, some more spring onion, some more beetroot. That's about the 5th sowing of beetroot I've done. The rest of it's in the garden, the succession. Lettuce, the Lola Rossa lettuce. Calabrese marathon, because my broccoli's just about finished now, so that'll take over from that. And at the back there I've got iceberg lettuce all starting to come through. And on the top I've got some pepper, sprouting broccoli, some mustard, some cabbage savoy which I've just sowed this morning, and some cress. I'm having a go at growing some cress. So that's successional sowing I've been going. Over here I've got swede, and they can go them swede actually, and some more Red Bull Brussels sprouts. Half of them can go out. Now I say these tomatoes are growing really well. I've sowed some more peas this morning, see if I had any success with these. These are called Hurst Green Shaft. I've seen on YouTube loads of people seem to be sowing these, so I'm going to have a go at these. Might have more success. So I'll put again the container wise deep modules, grow them in there, then I'll transfer them into the ground when the space becomes available. And more tomatoes. So let's have a look outside. Yesterday I harvested me Tokyo crust turnip, because they were starting to flower, so I pulled them all up. There's far too many there for us, so I'm going to drop them off at a local food bank this morning. Calabrese and cauliflower I'm taking home for dinner, maybe tomorrow. I'm going to pull some rhubarb up as well. Look at the rhubarb's romping away. And what I've been doing down here is doing a bit of weeding, tidying up. Well, this was all weedy, so I've cleaned it all up. I felt a bit embarrassed because Kevin's making such a good job of his plot over there, and this bit was spoiling it, so I need to clean my pond up next as well. That looks a bit of a disgrace. So let's have a look around the other side of the polytunnel. Right then, round here, this is my little flower bed next to my polytunnel. Got some coleus, some sweet peas and some foxgloves. On this side I've got my strawberries are coming away canny. I've pulled a few off this morning, which were just starting to turn red. I thought I'd get them before the slugs do. Dahlias are starting to come into flower. My onions need a bit of a weeding, so I'll have to get my little hurry knife out and go in between those, clean them up a little bit, but they're doing really well. We'll walk up this side first, I think. My cobra green beans, they're starting to climb up the frame there. My broad beans starting to form pods, so I'll be picking them in a few weeks probably. I can't see any black fly just yet, so I keep looking out for them. My purple sprout, not purple sprout broccoli, the tender stem broccoli, that row there is just going to seed, so I'll be pulling that out. These are my first sowings of the Red Bull Brussels sprouts. They're coming on quite well. There's some peas. That's all I managed to get germinated in my peas, so I'm trying to look after them. See if I can get a pan of peas out of them. My sweet corn's doing really well. Pleased with that. They're squashes. I interplanted some lettuce in between those fruit trees. Just had a few spare, so I'll use the space. Now down here, ignore that bit, I'm in the middle of tidying this corner. This side here, I've got my celeriac with a big weed in there. I'll get that out. In fact, I'll do it now. And some leeks down there. They're doing kind of. Looks like there's a volunteer potato coming up at the end, so I'll be pulling that out. These potatoes are my main crops. They're doing really canny. Pleased with them. A couple of spare brassicas that Ian and Emma gave me from our allotment journey. So I'll put them in there. I've got some space at the end for some of those Red Bull Brussels sprouts. I'll put them down there. Cape gooseberries, I've never grown these before, so these are new to me. And some more squashes down here. And over there it's just some fruit. I think that one's a couple of cherry trees and some soft fruit in buckets. Those eventually are going to go into this frame when I get some netting. And actually Oakland Gardens have got a 15% off bird and insect netting at the minute, so I might measure this and order some netting to go over this. So walking down this side, my asparagus is all ferning up. I'm leaving that go to re-energise the crowns. This is the end of its third year, so next year I'll be getting loads. My carrots look like they need a bit of a thin out. And my parsnips are doing really nice. I thinned them out the other day. These are raspberries. They're just newly planted bare roots them. In here I've got some radish and interplant in there. I've interplanted beetroot. Where I've pulled the radish, I've put beetroot in. So when the radish is all finished, I'll have 3 rows of beetroot in there. So that will follow on. Lola Rosa's lettuce, I've been picking that. So once that's finished, I've got more in the tunnel, which I showed you earlier. So that will follow on from that. So that way I'll get the ongoing crop throughout the year. These are some French green beans, just the dwarf ones. Just waiting for them to bush out and give me some nice pods. Beetroot. This is an earlier sowing, and that's at the back is what I've been picking for the 52-week challenge that Stella, Grower Stella and Jenny from the plot are running. And in between here, a bit of a twig, I've got some spring onions. I've been picking them. I've just got a few left in there, but I'll just put some more in this morning. Here is my cabbages, ground cabbage. There's 3 or 4 left in there, which I'll be harvesting them soon. This one here was the Tokyo Cross white turnips I showed you, which I cropped yesterday in my barrow. So I've cleared this bed up and I've put some spring onions in here which were ready to go in. So those will follow on the ones I've just showed you next to the beetroot. And this one here is some more spring onions and much earlier sown, so I'll be picking them up soon. And then those is rocket salad lettuce. Down the middle there is my second early potatoes. This just starting to die back a bit now there. I'll give them a soaking before I leave today. This is kohlrabi, which I can't see any bulbs forming just yet. Oh, they're starting to form. Let me show you what they look like. The great vegetables these, they form on the top like that, and when I get just a little bit bigger than that, maybe cricket ball size, I'll be picking that and take it home and eating it because it'll be beautiful. But you've got to keep them netted because they are brassica, and last year they were covered in caterpillars, so this year I've barricaded them out. This bed I'm starting to empty. These were my Calabrese, no they weren't, they're my cauliflowers, snowball cauliflowers. There's only starting to form a head there. I'll try and catch them before they go to seed. There's just some 3 left in there. And I've got some more sown in the tunnel, which will follow on. These are my Calabrese, broccoli. There's a head over there just starting to form. I'll get that out soon. Then I'll have another spare bed here. So I'll have 2 spare beds here and here. So I need to get some stuff grown ready for when they're free. And over here is my courgettes. Those are yellow courgettes given to me by Emma and Ian from our allotment journey. They're doing canny. Pleased with them. These are my overwintering onions, which I'm not going to bother with these again. Starting to bulb up now, so I'll be picking them once foliage starts to die back a bit. These are my Ailsa giant onions for the Giant Onion Challenge 25-26. They're doing really well. Pleased with them now. Since I took them out of the tunnel, they're thriving. 3 buckets of first early potatoes, Red Duke of York and Pentland Javelins there. I'll just tip them out in my barrow and pick those when we're ready for them. And this is tender stem broccoli, which I'll forget amongst that because it looks like it's some ready. And that's it. That's me allotment, up to date, looking well. A few weeds, I need to get me hoe out and me hurry knife, but I'm starting to get the crops in now, so hopefully there's enough crops there to last the rest of the year for the 52-week harvest challenge. Right, that's me done for today. Thanks for joining me and having a walk around my plot. I will make another video in the next few weeks as things progress, and I'll put a short out on Sunday with my harvest for the 52-week challenge harvest that Stella and Jenny are doing. So until then, bye for now.